Thank you, Natalia. Natalia, once again, I hope I deserve your words that you will tell me after the end of my talk. So, good afternoon. It's so lovely to see such young faces. You have the power to change the world. And my talk is going to be about the relevance of mythology today. I have always been a great admirer of knowledge. I think knowledge makes the difference. And what better than time-tested mythology to give you that knowledge? And TED and the Cambridge School of Bucharest is doing an amazing thing by spreading. It's an amazing platform for spreading knowledge. So I thank them for this opportunity, and for me it will be a pleasure to talk to you. Now, I have known that everybody here wants to be successful and wants to be happy. I think these are the objectives that you have. You have to remember the 3 core values that will ensure this to happen. Integrity, which is the essence of all life. Hard work, without which nothing would be possible. And respect, which makes every achievement meaningful. Before I tell you 3 short stories from the Indian mythology, I would like to acknowledge and thank a very young and a best-selling author from India, Amish Tripathi. I accidentally happened to read Shiva trilogy, and it was a life-changing experience from me. The stories that I will share with you today are from Shiva trilogy. To understand the Indian mythology, we have millions of gods, but you have to know the 3 principal ones. Brahma, who is the creator, Vishnu, who is the preserver, and then the pop star of all gods, Shiva, who is the destroyer. As a child, I used to think destruction is bad, but today I know that no creation is possible without destruction. So these 3 stories that I'm going to share with you today are from our hero, Shiva. My first story is about Bhav. Bhav simply means emotion. So as the story goes, Shiva, our hero, for the first time sees Princess Sati. It's love at first sight. They are near a temple, a terrorist attack takes place. Shiva protects Princess Sati, wins her admiration, and they part ways. But as luck would have it, Shiva meets the king, and while going back to the guest house, sees Sati dancing, practicing dance in the garden, and the Guruji, the teacher, telling her that all your mudras and kriyas, your gestures and postures are all correct, but something is missing. Shiva, our hero, intervenes. He says, Sati, Guruji is right. You are being far too methodical. As they say from the land that I come from, all your postures, your gestures are correct, but bhav or emotion is missing. And a dance without bhav is like a body without soul. When the emotions of the dancer participates, then he does not need to remember the steps. The steps come to you. Bhav is something you cannot learn. It comes to you if you create a space in your heart. So what is my moral to you? Whatever you do, do it with bhav. If you are a student, study with bhav. If you are a teacher, teach with bhav. If you are a chef, cook with bhav. If you listen to a song, or you dance, do it with bhav. If you have bhav in your heart, you will be successful, you will be happy. And always remember that a dance without bhav is like a body without soul. This brings me to my second story. My second story is about karma. The normal Romanian interpretation about karma is that whatever you do comes back to you. However, the Indian interpretation is far simpler, and it says, karma means duty. No matter what, you have to do your duty. Don't worry about the fruits. Do your duty. So our hero Shiva, in his childhood, was tormented by an incident which he had witnessed, that a monster was attacking a helpless woman. The monster was too big, Shiva too small. At that time, the woman was not fighting back. At that time, Shiva ran away. However, a feeling of guilt crept into Shiva, and he was troubled by the thought that he did not help a woman in extreme distress. His mother also rationalized that in any case Shiva couldn't have done anything, because the monster was too big, too powerful, Shiva too small, too young, too powerless. Instead of helping the woman, Shiva would get hurt himself. So in this particular episode, Shiva is sitting near the Mansarovar lake, and his uncle, who is a fierce Guna warrior, he sees Shiva in melancholy and inquires, "Are you thinking about that incident?" Shiva looks up, tears in his eyes, and he nods yes. And he questions his uncle, "What do you think about it? What should I have done?" His uncle replied, "Doesn't matter what I think about. What matters is what you think about, how you feel about it." At that moment, Shiva gets up. He says, "No matter what, I should have fought for that woman." His uncle elaborated smilingly, "Shiva, it is your karma to fight evil. Even if the people against whom the evil is being committed do not fight back, even if the entire world looks the other way, you do not live with the consequences of other people's karma. You live with the consequences of your own karma." The moral: if you are a student, studying is your karma. If you are a teacher, teaching is your karma. If you are a soldier, protecting is your karma. So if you have bhav in your heart, karma as your action, you will be successful, you will be happy. That brings me to my third story, and that is about Ram Rajya. Lord Ram was an emperor 5,000 years ago, and at that time they used to say, "For the honor of my word, I am willing to lose my life." And as the story and the mythology goes, Lord Ram's father had given 3 wishes to one of his wives. That wife wanted Lord Ram to go for 14 years in exile and for her son to become king. But what happened? Where the entire population also wanted that Lord Ram become the king, depose his father because they believed his father was senile. And what did Ram do? Lord Ram, in order to keep the words of his father, went for exile for 14 years. From a mere mortal, he became immortal. Today, he is revered as a god. So in this particular episode, Shiva is along with his colleague Nandi, and he inquires, "What is Ram?" And Nandi replies, "Lord Ram was an emperor 5,000 years ago who established our way of life. He created our systems, our rules, our ideologies, everything. His rule is simply called as Ram Rajya, or the rule of Ram. Ram Rajya is considered to be a gold standard in how an empire must be administered to create a perfect life for all its citizens. The empire was ruled by clearly codified and just laws to which all the citizens were subordinated, including the emperor. It was a flawless society. Everybody was conscious about their duties. The simple truth hit Shiva. If the entire society was conscious about their duties, then nobody will have to fight for individual rights. Everybody's rights would be taken care of by someone else's duties. Lord Ram was a genius. Ram Rajya is about fairness, about correctness. The moral, it is your duty to create Ram Rajya in your vicinity, at your home, at your school, at your workplace, in your city, in your country. So if you have bhav in your heart, karma as your actions, Ram Rajya in your vicinity, then I guarantee you, you will be successful and you will be happy. I have always believed that you die twice. First is a physical death, which is an act of God. You have no power over it. And the second is when people stop to remember you. This will depend on your actions. It's time for you to become immortal. To create a magical charm, exactly like Moses when he parted the sea. A talisman like Lord Ram when he won against a more powerful enemy. And an unparalleled attraction exactly when you fall in love. It's time for you to become immortal, to create a magical charm, a talisman, and an unparalleled attraction to your bhav, karma, and Ram Rajya. In simple words, mojo.
There was a time when kings became gods, mortals became immortals. It was a time when knowledge and principles were supreme. They had bhav. They did their karma. And they created Ram Rajya, the gold standard for all human race. They wanted more. It was a time to become immortal, to create a magical charm, a talisman, and an unparalleled attraction to their bhav, karma, and Ram Rajya. In other words, simply mojo. Mojo, mojo, mojo. Mojo, mojo, mojo. Be successful, be happy with mojo.
Yeah, this light is too impressed. Okay. If I have made you believe in the power of mythology, then my job is done and yours is just beginning. May you be blessed with Bhav, Karma, and Ramrajya and live your lives with absolute mojo. God bless. Thank you. Thank you.